nice Yin Yoga class to get into connective tissue, to quiet the mind, to still the body. We have a wealth of inner peace that is available to us at all times. It's typically unfamiliar because we have programmed ourselves to rush, to hurry, to do too much, to have more. But this inner quiet, this peace is accessible at all times, so I invite you to become familiar. For this practice today, holding postures for periods of 3 minutes or so can be quite the challenge. You have to be willing to sit with the discomfort. Pain is an indication for you to adjust your body and move, but discomfort, finding your edge and backing off, will allow you that place of sweet surrender so that your body takes you to the other side of that pose, getting into connective tissue, freeing stuck energy, increasing your flexibility, helping the immune system, and above all, just training your mind to calm and rest in your centeredness. Maybe a place you've never been. I invite you to go today. Or if you have been, to return. Props are available to you in your own home. Straps can be from ties, if they're not long enough, 2 ties tied together. Pillows can replace blocks. Bolsters, rolled towels, or blankets. So pause the video now to find some items that you may need to help you through the practice, or pause the video during the practice to find what you need to support your body. So finding a comfortable seated, relaxed pose, that could be sitting on a pillow or a block. Rest your hands however it's comfortable. And just allow your body to settle into your breath. Close your eyes or take your gaze down. Just settle into the stillness, the quietness. As your mind races off on a wild ride, don't try to bring it back. Don't fight any thoughts. Just bring your awareness to your breath, that inner space. Bringing the top part of your chest into the movement of a breath as you inhale. Draw your belly to your spine as you exhale fully. Freeing up that space between the top of your shoulders and the bottom of your ears as gravity has its way. Finding a smile throughout the practice will soften the body, send the body signal to relax. And as you experience the body activating that parasympathetic nervous system, calming chemically and physically, the mental body will rest in that peace. So pause here to let the body soften. Life is about a returning. So if you don't make it through this entire practice, just come back and try again. Mercies are new every day. Every moment of every day. So I challenge you, as many times as it takes you to return, complete this practice. Maybe repeating it. So repetition allows you to get familiar. And as you become familiar, things get easier. So allow yourself what you need to find that peace that awaits you. in the midst of any storm. So while you're in your comfortable seated, sitting upright, eyes closed or gaze down, I'll give you some sound. Our bodies are mostly water. They pick up any vibration of sound around us. So with quietness and confidence, just listen and feel. Possibly set an intention for your practice. Today, my intention for this practice is mercy. You could choose any intention. You could connect that intention to your breath. So place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Take a big inhale, fill the body up. Hold your breath at the top, maybe a gentle smile. Exhale fully, breathing with me. Hold at the bottom. Big inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. Relax the shoulders, exhale. Hold at the bottom. Inhale again. Hold. Exhale fully, let it go. Release the hands. Find your body into that. Allow your body to make that child's pose shape. So knees can be wide or knees can be directly underneath the body. Settle into your favorite child's pose, or if you've never taken a child's pose, explore what your body offers and your body will guide you to that space. So we're going to hold this space for the full 3 minutes. Arms can be outstretched or beside your body. As you're breathing, you can imagine the inhale pulling the chest forward And you can imagine the exhale, pressing your palms into the earth and taking the hips a little deeper. So giving yourself permission to adjust in the pose as the body settles in. There's a difference between adjusting and fidgeting. You'll know by how you feel. Adjusting will calm and settle your body. Fidgeting will agitate you. Almost there. Fullness of the breath, stillness of the body, quietness of the mind. Gently press your body back to that tabletop shape. Stack all joints, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Extend your right leg, curl your toes, and press your heel away. Bring your body back to that table shape, extend your left leg. Curl the toes, press the heel, activate the calf. Fingers are spread wide, pressing strong into your palms and your breathing. Back to your tabletop shape. So if knees are giving you trouble, find a bolster, blanket, some cushion to go underneath the knee. Extend the right leg out to the side. You're going to sink your hip back towards your left heel to hold this shape. So the closer to the top of your mat, the right foot, the deeper the inner stretch on your thigh. And then you can lower the body down. Again, here, bolster to elevate your torso, or lowering down into the half child's pose. Find your breath. Little over a minute left, so continue to breathe. Allow the body to settle into the shape. Just be fully present where you are. Imagine where the breath is in your body. And as mental chatter arises, just notice that you can be the observer. You can plant yourself so securely in a pose that as thoughts come, you have the ability just to watch them go with no attachment. Almost there. And as you become the observer of thoughts and they don't have their way with you, you can selectively sift the things you focus on that allow you a greater awareness of the authority you have on how you navigate through life. Your mat gives you a great opportunity to explore, to experiment, and to notice how magnificent the body is to react to each thought. And your choice to just pass some thoughts by. So without moving your leg, press your body back up into that table shape. And then very gently take your right leg back so that you're in full table. Taking the body into lizard pose or dragon. So the right leg is going to come up. The sole of your right foot's going to be on the outer edge of your mat. Two options. You can just bring your right foot up there and use your left leg as leverage by lifting those toes and placing the hips where you want. Second option would be to press your body up into a down dog. You can walk your dog, hold a static hold, sway side to side. When you're ready there, you're taking that option, right leg sweeps high, coming up on the toes of your left foot, you step that right foot up to the top of your mat. Either way, left leg is your leverage. And then eventually lowering down on that left knee. Many options in dragon, so maybe you stay here, hands planted inside. You can come onto the outer edge of that foot to wing your dragon. You can lower down on the forearms. Ultimately, your right arm could wrap around your right ankle to bind your lizard. So imagine keeping your head and spine in one long line. And as your body adjusts, if you want to come up on those toes of that left foot, you can tuck and slide with that leg and reposition your hips wherever they need to be. Remember your intention. Smile again and settle your body into the shape. Shoulders are soft away from your ears. Head and spine is in one long line. Let the shapes be more about what you allow your body to do as opposed to trying to force your body into a shape. If this stretch becomes too intense, tuck and slide with the back leg to come out of the stretch a little bit. If your body relaxes and it's no longer challenging, take that left leg, tuck and slide, adjust the hips a little further apart, deeper into the stretch. Let each breath complete a complete cycle, fully in and fully out. Almost there for this shape. So if you have that bind, bringing your hands back to the center, inside that foot, and then tuck and slide with that back leg, so just drawing the hips a little closer together. Heel toe your right foot over so that it's in between both of your hands, and sink your hips back towards your left heel for a half split. Taking the body into a little counter stretch. Then come back up to center. Take your right hand behind your low back and pull your shoulder open, look up high. Just another little counter stretch involving the shoulders. If you want to come up on the toes of that left foot and get a little deeper stretch, a little more of a spinal twist. Then bring your body back to center, dropping down on that left knee if you're up. Return to your tabletop shape. Sink your hips deep into another child's pose. This is just going to be transition. We're not holding this child. So another option with child's pose is bringing your arms to goal post and laying your favorite cheek on the mat, settling your hips in deep. Allow the body to reset. And notice contrast on right and left side. Pressing your body back up. Find that tabletop shape. Extend your left leg out to the side. Find the distance you need with the hip here for your body to settle in. Sinking hips back towards your right heel. Arms can be extended. Arms can be at goal post. Torso can be propped up if lowering down is too much. Nice inner thigh stretch, those adductor muscles. Self-care is typically the last thing we add to our list of things to do. Certainly the last thing we check off. But it's crucial and the most important. With Yin Yoga, it feels like you're doing nothing, but beneath the surface, a lot is happening with the physical body. A lot more happens with the mental body if you can become that observer and just notice. And as you start to explore, sensing the sensations the body offers to adjust and bring you into balance and create sustainable health, once you become more familiar with those aspects of how the body communicates and the rewards of your discipline, it becomes easier. You reach a tipping point, it becomes harder to neglect your body than it does to care for it. So wherever you are in your practice, if you're a beginner or advanced, just be thankful for where you are. No expectation, just fully present. Almost there. moving your left leg. Press your body back up into that table shape. Then bring left leg in to meet the right. With joint stacked, so making sure that your shoulders are over your wrists, your hips are over your knees. Extend your right leg, curl your toes, press your heel away. Bring your right knee in, take your left knee back. Then back to center. So drag it on the left side. Option to just bring your foot up to the outer edge of your mat. Start here. Or taking the body through that down dog again. Down dog is just an inverted V. Feet are hip width apart. Adjusting the distance between your hands and your feet according to what your body needs. Knees can be soft. Left leg lifts high, coming up on toes of right foot. You would step that left foot to the outer edge of your mat. And any version of lizard / dragon that your body needs for this side. Right leg is your leverage here. Head and spine in one long line. Shoulders soft away from your ears. Plenty of time to settle into the shape, so there's no rush. Notice contrast in left or right side of your body. Option to bind here if left hand wants to wrap around your ankle. Remember your intention. Maybe smile again. Adjusting the hips if you need to come out of it. Lifting up, bringing the hips a little closer together. If you need a little deeper stretch, find separation there. Being patient with the body. The body will use muscles improperly, compensating from habits of behavior, tension, stress, illness. But the body will always return to that natural state. It's in a continual state of rebuilding. So just know that as you take a mental break from too much thought and you take a physical break from too much movement, just allowing the body to return, to replenish, to restore. Fresh oxygen is crucial. So if you get nothing else from a practice but increased oxygen in your system, you've improved your health. So moving the hands only, bringing your body back to center if you have that. Fine. Tuck and slide with that back leg, bringing the hips a little closer together. Heel toe that left foot over to center, hands frame that foot. And then sink your hips back towards your right heel, half split here. If full split is in your practice and you want to take a full split, that's always available to you. And then gently come back to your center. taking your body into that spinal twist, that bind. So if you want to lift up on that left foot, you can. Otherwise, just take right foot. Take your left hand around your low back, pull that shoulder open, pressing into your right hand. Nice spinal twist. If you have the bind, release that, come back to your center, lower down on that right leg, take your left leg back, find your tabletop. And from your tabletop, find cat-cow. So drop your belly, open your chest, big inhale, fill up. Exhale fully, it can be audible, chin to chest, arch your back. Breathe in, look up, fill up. Big exhale, let it go, arch your back. Breathe in, look up, fill up. Big exhale, let it go, arch back. Back to neutral spine, table shape. So you're going to lower your body all the way down on your belly. If you want to just lower down on your forearms and take your legs back, that's an option. If you want to go through plank, taking your body through a little core, you can do that. We don't warm the muscles up with Yin Yoga, but if you have a practice already and you want to stretch your body in a way that feels good, you can add to or take away. So if you're in the plank, pitching forward, lowering the body all the way down. And from this shape, we're going to put your left cheek on the mat, extend your right arm out in front of you. And notice how your arm is out in front of your shoulder. So you're going to take your left shoulder arm, extend it the same way. So making sure that your left arm is directly out from your left shoulder. Rock your hips side to side. You can even lift the soles of the feet towards the sky, a little hammock swaying motion. And then extend your legs out long. The right hand comes in front of your face. You're going to roll your body over onto your left shoulder. If you want to bring your right leg over behind you, sole of the foot on the floor, you can. If that's not available, your right leg can do whatever it needs to support you. Right hand is in front of your face supporting you. So it's all about opening up that shoulder, those muscles on the front of your chest that shorten when we get medial rotation. So if you want to take that right hand and bring your body into a bind, you can add a little more to this stretch. If that's not available to you, don't force it. So it's more about the shoulder stretch of your left arm. If it becomes too intense, using that right hand for support, you just bring your right shoulder over and it'll pull you out of it. If you need a little more, taking the bind with the right hand around low back will pull your right shoulder open and add to the stretch. Remember your breath. Think about your intention. And be glad you're here breathing and stretching and allowing. Just as your body extracts nutrients from food that you eat, your body will take what it needs from a stretch. If you're willing to position your body and connect to your breath and be patient. Almost there, about a minute left. Anytime anytime you have numbness and tingling and burning, that's your body's indication for you to adjust the shape. So you should never have an extremity or a part of your body that's going to sleep without you adjusting. If you contract your belly on each exhale, every breath could be core work. And noticing the top part of your chest as you inhale will let you know if you're breathing in fully. Almost there. Without moving your left arm, if you have the bind, bring that hand back in front of your face. Support the body with your right hand and roll over on your belly. And then very gently bring that left arm down beside your body, palm facing up, and bring that right hand beside your body, palm facing up. And rock hips side to side. If you want a little more momentum, you can lift the legs high, lift the feet high, bending the knees. And then finding stillness. Same thing on the other side. So extend the left arm out beside you with your right cheek on your mat. And then once that arm is extended directly out from your shoulder, extend your right arm out. Palms face down. And when you're ready, roll over onto that right shoulder. Left foot can come behind your right leg, or any position your body needs here for that nice shoulder stretch. Left hand is in front of your face. If you want to go deeper, left hand around low back for the bind. A little over halfway there.
So without moving your right arm, roll over on your belly, release that bind, left hand supports you. And then as you come back to center, extend right arm down beside your body, left arm down beside your body. Let your palms face down this time. Rock your hips side to side. So if you were standing, this would be your mountain pose. And then bringing hands beside your shoulders, preparing for your Sphinx pose. So let your arms be parallel beside the body, fingers spread wide. Bring the elbows in a little close as is comfortable. And then tuck your tail towards your heels, engage that pelvic floor. And then just holding the pose here, the Sphinx pose. If your body needs a little more, you can press the body up into seal pose, which would be fingertips pointing out, pressing into the palms, and arching the back and lifting a little higher. I suggest that you back away from your edge. If you have blocks, you can put your forearms on those blocks just to elevate a little bit. But imagine pulling into the fingertips, pulling that chest forward the way you did in child's pose earlier, and then pressing into palms, sinking hips a little deeper. So just breathe. If you're isometrically moving those muscles, you're engaging. Outwardly, it appears nothing is going on, but inwardly, a lot is happening. So find the shape that works for you here. Connect to the breath. Shoulders melt away from your ears. Breath is full and free. Maybe you smile again and remember your intention. As we get a little further into this pose, notice if you start to hold tension in your shoulders. If you do, relax. Yin Yoga will often produce an emotional release in the body. Emotions are just energy in motion. Just let them go. Some of the poses challenge us and we can get angry or upset. All of those are natural reactions to the body releasing tension. Your body is always exploring ways to relax, to release, to return to that centeredness, that peace, that inner strength that's always available, that we're so unfamiliar with. So breath by breath, stretch by stretch, we choose to return, to allow, to become. We're always stronger than we know. We're always stronger together. Almost there. So lower your chest all the way down, lay your favorite cheek on the mat, leave your hands where they are, rock your hips side to side again. And then very gently press your body back up into that tabletop shape. So bring the knees in underneath the hips, shoulders over the wrist. And then walk your hands out about 2 feet or 1 foot, whatever's comfortable for you. And then pitch your chest forward and lower your body all the way down. And then take a big inhale. Just lift your chest. And as you exhale, sink your hips back through that child's pose. Take a big inhale. Come up on those hands. Pinch forward. Fill up. Lower your body all the way down to your belly on your exhale. Big inhale. Chest lifts. Here's the cobra. Big exhale. Press your body back into child's pose. Move the body with the breath. Inhale. Come up on table. Big exhale. Lower your body down to the belly. Big inhale, chest lifts, roll through table, back into child's pose. Do it again. Inhale, fill up fully. Big exhale, lower the body down. Breathe in, lift your chest. Breathe out, sink back deep into a child's pose. This one we're going to hold. So if you want to bring arms down beside your feet and put your cheek down, you can. If the floor is too far away, find a prop, a block, a pillow, a bolster. If hands are beside your feet, that releases your shoulders. Or maybe you want your arms outstretched in front of you for a little more of a shoulder stretch. Any version of child's pose that feels good to your body. And as you settle into that child's pose, think of something you're grateful for. Gratitude is the gateway to victory. Remember your intention and smile again. A little over halfway there. From your child's pose, make your way back to that tabletop shape. This time, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to take the body into a side stretch. So from center table, sink your hips back to that child's pose shape, but walk your hands all the way over to the right side of your body. And then you're going to sink your hips back towards your heels. So if you cross that left hand over the top of that right, you're going to feel that left side body open up. So you should feel a nice deep stretch from your pinky all the way down, your pinky finger all the way down to your pinky toe. You should certainly feel where it connects to that outer hip. If you're not feeling it, walk your right hand out a little further and then sink your hips back a little deeper. And then you can pull your left armpit down towards the earth and give that muscle a nice little pin and stretch. Twisting it open. If the body relaxes, walk the fingers out a little further. Sink the hips back a little deeper. Remember your intention and smile again. Notice the body's response to a smile. The body has every chemical that it needs to maintain balance and to create a safe, healthy environment. When you learn tools to access those chemicals, you can de-stress your body in the midst of a storm. Just by the breath, by the thought, and by stretching. It's more about allowing than forcing. So breathe and relax. Feel the side body open up. Almost there. Very gently press into those hands and walk your body back through the center. Sink deep into another child's pose center. And then when you're ready, press your body back up into table shape. Crisscross your feet or sweep your legs around. Coming into seated, extend your legs out in front of you for staff pose. So roll the shoulders down and back, adjust any clothing. You can move flesh off your sits bones to get centered. Sit up tall, so maybe pressing fingertips into the earth to lengthen the spine. And then just roll your shoulders down and back, making movement. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and make circles with your elbows. And maybe notice contrast in left or right side of your body from those few stretches. Find stillness with your circles and go in the opposite direction. And then finding stillness, press the walls away from the room. So just extending arms out long, pressing palms away, flexing fingers towards your head. Just finding space. And then releasing, coming to center. So you're going to go from your staff pose into a seated forward fold. Knees can be bent if you like. You can let your feet fall open like a book. If you point your toes towards your chin, you'll get a nice stretch in those calf muscles, the back of those heels, Achilles tendon. But find what you need in the stretch. So to fold forward, just walk your hands down. If you have a strap, that can go on the ball of your foot. You want to think of pulling your chest up and out. You don't want to dump into your low back, so you want to think of the length of your spine. And then when you've reached your furthest extension, back off just a little bit, fold the body, and let there be no tension in the neck. So just breathing into your fold. For a little deeper stretch, you plant the back of the knee into the earth. So if you were standing, this would be like you're standing forward fold. And breathe. Shoulders soften away from your ears. There's no tension in your neck. You should be able to move your head left to right. This is asking a lot out of your low back, so if you need to come out of this shape, just back off. Few more shapes and we'll be finished with this practice for today. So be really proud of yourself for carving out time to get this far. Even if there were disruptions, even if you feel disappointed in a shape your body made, you are where you are. So connect to the breath. Think of something you're grateful for. Remember your intention and smile. Just appreciate all the ways your body's willing to communicate. It'll give you an impulse to stretch a little deeper, or you'll feel led to back off. You'll feel led to soften. You'll feel led to move to the right or to the left. Any little micro movement in your body changes how it's stretching. So very gently, without moving your legs, just drag your fingertips across the front of your body. Bring your head up over your heart. Back to that staff pose, Dandasana. Find length in the spine again if you want to rock side to side. Maybe you want to reach your arms above your head. Extending those muscles on the side body. You can pull each wrist. Giving yourself a little assist in the stretch. You could do temple fingers with other fingers interlaced. There's no wrong way to stretch as long as you're listening to your body. And then make your way back to that tabletop shape. Stack your joints. Find another child's pose. We're going to stretch out the right side body the way we just did the left side body. So sinking back into your child's pose and then lifting up on those hands. Walk them both all the way over to the left side. Right arm crosses on top. Sink your hips back. Nice side body stretch. So imagine your body stretching from your pinky finger all the way to your pinky toe. Walk hands further out, further away. Sinking back, maybe pulling that right armpit down towards the earth, then sinking hips back. Sometimes if you give a muscle a slight little twist, it'll take you to a completely different place in a shape. Connect to the breath. The muscle structure of our body is like a pulley system. If you imagine a spider web on a shrub bush, if you pull one little corner of that spider web, the whole thing moves. It's the same way with our body. One little movement affects the whole. A little over halfway there. Keep breathing. Very gently walk your hands back to the center, stretching deep into another child's pose. Then pressing up into another table. Crisscross your feet or sweep them around, find another seated. From your comfortable seated shape, we're going to lower down on our backs. If you wanted to take a boat pose on the way down to strengthen your core just a little bit, many variations of boat pose. If this pose doesn't appeal to you, you can lower down on your back. But lifting legs, full boat pose is legs extended, arms down beside you. You can have your knees at a 90-degree angle. You can bring your hands behind your thighs to lift your chest. Think of the chest reaching forward, the spine lengthening. And then as you're ready, lower your body down all the way to your mat. Legs outstretched. Reach arms up over your head. Maybe pull opposite wrist to find a little more space. Pointing toes away. And then draw your knees into your chest. Make that human ball. You can rock knees side to side. You can pull your chest up, hugging knees in even tighter. Think of bringing your nose to your knees. Your feet can be flexed or you can point your toes away. Rocking around on your low back will typically release that low back. We're going to take a couple of spinal twists, then we're going to go into final relaxation. So with your knees into your chest, come to stillness. Bring both arms out into a T. Palms facing down to support you. And then let both of your knees fall over to the left side of your body. Lift your head and look over your right arm. And notice how that'll pull the left side of your neck open. Again, no pinching or burning. And if you have a variation of a spinal twist that you prefer, you can take your body into any twist here. If you want to pull hand to toe pose with the right leg extended out across your body and left leg extended out long. Otherwise, you can keep your knees stacked together, connect to your breath, and breathe fully. Any spinal twist helps detoxify your body, and it certainly helps our digestive system. If you can imagine massaging the internal organs in your low belly. So even prior to a meal, if you sat in a chair and did some nice spinal twist, just breathing, lengthening the spine and exhaling a little deeper into a twist, it would change your experience of your meal. You might find you enjoy the food more, or you notice that you're full and don't eat all of the food. Just increasing awareness. If you're uncomfortable with your eyes closed through a lot of the practice, if you just pick one spot to stare at, it helps you avoid peripheral vision, and it draws everything into your center. It draws you into a focal point. You're less distracted. That's when it's more easy to observe your thoughts, become less distracted. If this twist is too much on your neck, you can just lift your head and bring it back to center. If it's not too much of a stretch to leave your head looking over that right arm, you'll pull those side muscles on the neck open, helping relieve tension there, maybe avoiding headaches. Almost there. So if your head's not at center, lift your head looking up at the sky or the ceiling in front of you. And then make your way back to that human ball. So draw both knees back into your chest, roll over on your back. Any movement that feels good there. You can make circles with your knees or just rock side to side. Then when you're ready, arms out beside you, palms face down to support you. You're going to drop your knees over to the right side this time. But if you need to put the sole of your feet on the mat and lift your hips and adjust anything before you draw those knees in and roll them over. And then if you're going to incorporate the neck stretch, be sure and lift your head. Turn your head and look over that left shoulder. And then if you want to take this into any other stretch, hand to toe pose could be right hand to left toe and right leg extended out long. Fullness of your breath. Maybe another smile. Remember your intention. Only about a minute left. Gently again, drawing both knees into the chest, rolling over on the back. And I won't suggest any other shapes from here for the final relaxation. Final relaxation is typically corpse pose, so you just extend your legs out long, arms are down beside your body. You can make any shape on the way to your final relaxation that appeals to you. So legs up the wall would be feet towards the sky. You could bring your body into happy baby, which would be knees towards your armpits, clasping your feet or your ankles. You could bring your body into that butterfly shape, reclining, soles of the feet together, knees falling out. If you have a favorite shape you would like to make with your body, indulge. And we all meet in final relaxation. If corpse pose is uncomfortable to low back, you can make a tent with your knees, feet out to the outer edge of your mat, knees coming together. You could take your body into a fetal shape as opposed to corpse pose. Find the shape you would like for your body to make for final relaxation. And let your body melt. Feeling the earth energy absorb all tension from the body. Indulging in a few more minutes of no thought. Maybe view the back of the eyelids like you're watching a movie screen. And maybe give that screen a color. And just visualize your body relaxing. Imagine a bright white light over the top of your head, cascading down through your forehead, softening the muscles in your face. See, sense, and feel that effervescent white light flooding through the jaw, the chin, the neck. Feel that effervescent white light swirling around your shoulders, your arms, out through your fingertips. Imagine that bright white light swirling around your chest, your heart muscle, your ribs, your low belly, all of your internal organs. See, sense, and feel that white light swirling around your hips, your buttocks, flesh, down through your thighs. Feel that white light softening your knees, flooding through your calves, your ankles. Imagine that bright white light massaging all of the muscles in your feet, out through your toes. Feel your body fully relaxed. And if you're not there already, roll your body over to one side into a fetal shape. Maybe drawing that bottom arm for a pillow. Much of yoga is about returning, so fetal shape is that first shape your body ever made in the womb. And stay in your fetal shape as long as you like, but we all rise to another seated shape eventually. I'll make a few more sounds, and then we'll take a few breaths together. But allow yourself to feel, to sense, and to know that there's an inner peace, place of solitude and strength within us all. Congratulate yourself for taking the time to become familiar with that, to acquaint yourself.
press your way up. Bring your head over your heart, your shoulders over your hips. Maybe eyes stay closed or gaze down. Noticing the layer of sounds around you. Think of that intention again. Maybe another smile. From your comfortable seated, drop your hands down beside your body with your palms facing up. Take a big inhale, gather energy, reach tall. Big smile, prayer hands, exhale, heart space. Release your hands, repeat that, palms up, inhale, reach tall, fill up. Big exhale, hands to heart space, chin to chest. Do it again, release your hands, inhale, fill up. Reach a little taller, sip in more air, hold your breath. Prayer hands, big exhale, heart space, gratitude, chin to chest. I'm honored to share the gift of yoga with you today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Any questions or any specific needs, just text, email, message, and I will be glad to accommodate.